Okay, we're now live.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. It is August 19th at 5:38 p.m. I'm calling to order this special meeting of the Silverton Board of Trustees. Kelly or Lisa, would you please roll call?
Trustee Barella? Here.
Thank you.
Trustee Harper?
Here.
Trustee Bierma?
Here.
Trustee Weigert?
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Barney?
Here.
Mayor Furman?
Here.
I apologize, I'm missing one of you.
It's me, Kelly, Trustee Lashley.
Sorry.
And I'm here.
Yeah, Trustee Ashley. Thank you, I'm sorry.
No, don't worry.
All right, thank you, Kelly. So thank you all for joining us this evening. As you've seen in the agenda, tonight's meeting is scheduled to consider approval of Emergency Ordinance 2020-06 to adopt Stage 1 fire restrictions and to conduct a work session discussion of the town mission goals and objectives. However, the town is not prepared to conduct this work session. Typically, this is planned for and facilitated by the town manager. But to help us out and expedite the process, Patrick Rondinelli from DOLA is planning to facilitate the preparation for the rescheduled meeting as well as the meeting itself. Prior to the rescheduled work session, the trustees and staff will receive direction, materials, and worksheets to review and consider, and those materials will be used to guide the discussion. I also note Administrator Ryder's absence at this meeting, which it sounds like no one was aware of, which would preclude us from having this work session, even if we hadn't already come to the conclusion that we weren't sufficiently prepared. So with that, let's have our consideration to approve Emergency Ordinance 2020-06 with respect to the Stage 1 fire restrictions. Trustee Barella.
Okay, so I just pulled up, well, wait a minute, I just had it, where'd it go? There we go, I just pulled up the one we just removed. Is any wording different in comparison to 2020-05? Does anybody have an answer?
That would be for Administrator Ryder, but I think what we could do, since we don't have a copy of 06, is to conditionally approve the new ordinance with the exact same wording as 05.
So moved.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Kelly, roll call, please.
Trustee Lashley?
Yes.
Trustee Barella?
Yes.
Trustee Harper?
Yes.
Trustee Bierma?
Yes.
Trustee Weigert?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Barney?
Yes.
Mayor Furman?
Yes. Thank you. To follow our normal meeting protocol, I'd also like to open up for any discussion among trustees, as well as offering the public an opportunity to raise their hand and speak for 3 minutes. Mayor Pro Tem Barney.
Thanks. Yeah, I know this is going to sound like a little bit weird that I might, or like I'm a glutton for punishment or something, but I'm just I'm a little bummed that we're not having our work session tonight. I was kind of excited about it. I think, I don't know. I think it'll make us more effective as a board. So, and I even kind of took some time last night to just read through some of our old packages, our packet from Patrick Rondinelli's work session with us. And I don't know, I have a lot of moving parts right now in my life, maybe. So that's adding to my, like, once I get everything aligned, it's useful to just have it kind of play out that way, because there is just a lot of planning going on. So I just wanted to express that I'm disappointed that we aren't having the work session tonight.
Trustee Barella.
Has anybody heard from Patrick?
I had a long call with Patrick today. And when I also had a text exchange with Administrator Ryder, where Administrator Ryder agreed that there hadn't been sufficient advanced planning for this work session and that it didn't make sense to have it this evening. But I haven't heard from him since getting a text that just said that that's what he thought. And then I had a long conversation with Patrick about how we plan for the next meeting and what the normal process is and type of materials that we'd receive in advance, as well as staff would receive in advance. And Patrick's gonna work with the board and staff and John, Administrator Ryder, to make sure that all of that is provided sufficiently in advance of a rescheduled meeting.
So do we know a date for rescheduling? Do we want to hash it out now?
I'm up for it. I think part of the issue might have been, yeah, Trustee Wiegert.
Yeah, I think we really need to work with Patrick on this if we're going to try to reschedule, because it seems like that's what it always comes down to, is what works with his schedule. So, you know, I think that we just need to go back to the poll idea, but we do need to reschedule. We need to get the wheels in motion.
Good call. Thank you. Trustee Barella?
Maybe I'm a little old, but I had no idea what that doodle thingy was, and it got sent to me several times before I figured it out that that's what it was. I've never used that platform before. I've never seen it before. So just the name made me laugh because I thought it was something totally, totally different. So if we're going to use that, I do recognize it now. Thank you.
Any other comment or questions? And any public comment? Trustee Harper?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. When are we going to be able to meet in person?
So I don't know. I actually thought this meeting was going to be in person, similar to our first work session. And the conversation this morning actually started with a text to Administrator Ryder asking where we were meeting, and he said Zoom. So I actually didn't know that we were going to be virtual until this morning. But I think that has to do with technical difficulties. And I know that town's trying to figure out how to mic an in-person meeting for Zoom. And that's been the main gating item. Perhaps Lisa has more insight on that.
Thank you.
Yeah, also it's if you're expecting staff to participate and be present, we are limited to no more than 12 people in the ballroom at Kendall. And so clearly if we're having all the trustees, the staff, and Patrick, we're over on that limitation. So in addition to the audio visual challenges, we also have that to contend with. So, and I apologize, having been out of town the last 3 weeks with what I had going on personally, I haven't been able to really dive in on the Zoom room stuff, but that will be forthcoming as well. I'm not sure it would solve our problem in this instance though.
I guess the only other question is with the no call, no show from Administrator Ryder, has anyone heard from him? Do we know that he's okay?
Last I got a text from him this morning that he was talking to his parents about a will.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. Did you say his parents about a will?
No, they're trying to put their will together, and that's what he was talking to him about, is what he texted and told me this morning. Otherwise, I haven't heard from him.
Oh, I thought you meant one of his parents had passed, so maybe something happened.
No.
Okay.
Okay, well, if anyone has a direct line to him and finds out that he's okay, that would be nice to let the rest of the trustees know so that we don't worry. And if everything is okay, maybe we can reiterate communication is important. Anything else? All right. With that, I adjourn this meeting. Thank you, everyone.